Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Leaks and Theories video. It's the final one before Pokemon Scarlet Violet comes out Friday, and we've got quite a few things to go through. People are getting the game early once again, so if you do like this video, make sure to subscribe. We're going to open this up. If we hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do it live on stream, so if you want to join in on that, make sure to subscribe. It really helps out, and you can unsubscribe anytime, and let's just get straight into it. And here we go. So we're going to start off with Riddler Q. We haven't been on Riddler Q's page for a while, and he just tweeted out saying, if I post this now, do you get what I mean? With a red heart, a purple heart, and an orange heart, which is a bit strange, but it's quite easy to clock on. In fact, the DLC might be called Pokemon Orange. They'll have a cooler name for that. We've got Scarlet Violet, like there's gonna be some sort of like cool way to say orange. So it wasn't Pokemon Purple, Pokemon Red, it's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's something cool, it's like Pokemon something. Like, it's gonna be a DLC. Or maybe not a DLC. Maybe it's a third game, you never know. You know, we had Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Could we be getting a third game? You know, Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, and Tangerine. No, you don't know. But answer revealed how we keep posting it at the moment. I'm not too sure what he means with this. It's just a picture of the three types. It's normal, fairy, and water. So I'm not too sure what he means. Blaze Incinerator says one DLC, and it says no, this means the DLC only for Scarlet because screw Violet for some reason. Doubt that's what it means. I think that's just him not able to put it in the middle. But it better not be what it means, because if so, I will be fuming. I will literally buy Scarlet and replay the whole game just to get to that DLC. This person thinks the reason they've chosen this because of the old Spanish flag. I think that is the old Spanish flag, I believe. So we've got the Violet, the Scarlet, and then we've got the yellow in the middle, but he's chosen orange, so you don't know what it could be. It could be Pokemon. We don't know. It's going to be a cool name for orange, isn't it? We got a third sequel, which I think it could be. This person also agrees, and they say a third legendary. It could be a third legendary. That's another good one, because obviously we know we're going to get a DLC. They did the Crown Tundra and they did the Out of Armor, but it wasn't new Pokemon games. So it would actually make sense to do the third legendary, it being orange, because obviously Miraidon is purple, or Violet, sorry, and Coraidon is Scarlet or Red. So it is quite interesting in what they're doing. It doesn't really answer any questions. It just basically makes more questions. I know, guys, Pokemon Safety Orange just has a nice ring. Pokemon Saffron, that's definitely what it's going to be. Pokemon Saffron. Like, as he told you, like, a cool name for orange. I doubt it's the Vermilion. So obviously a lot of them are actually named, like, these are a lot of colours, and these are actually the Pokemon Kanto cities. So Saffron, Pokemon Saffron. They might not call it because the Saffron City, you never know. Pokemon Amber. Sounds alright. Well, the DLC Pokemon were present. If it's a third game, Pokemon Saffron, Pokemon Amber, you never know. It's more than likely going to be a DLC though. Moving on over to Blaze Incinerator, or Incineroar, sorry. Why have I always called them Incinerator? Blaze Incineroar and Pokemon Paradox Swords of Justice. My guess is the name for our Iron Sword. So obviously we got the Swords of Justice in this game. I think it's VIRIZION, sorry. And this is what they specify they could look like. This could be from probably the Scarlet's book or the Violet's book. I'm not too sure which game he's in. I'm guessing with a lot of things going to be in the Violet's book because he's quite, like, he looks quite, not metallic, but he doesn't look old-fashioned. He looks quite new, he looks quite smooth. So, alright, it could be part of the Violet book. I think he's in the Violet exclusive. I think pretty sure it's 100% kill. I'm pretty sure it's a Violet exclusive anyway. So we could be seeing that in my copy, which is quite cool. This person colored it in, it looks really good. If it was like black, even if the shiny was like that, it'd be mad. Because we know, I mean, these aren't shiny locked either, the Paradox Pokemon. We know the starters are shiny locked, and we also know that the legendaries are shiny locked. Obviously, you can't, I don't know how I feel about the legendaries being shiny locked. I think that's a bit stupid, personally. You know, I can kind of understand the starters being shiny locked. You have another chance of getting them. You can just breed them, and you keep breeding them until they're shiny. And obviously that would be the Masuda method. But you can't breed legendary Pokemon. It doesn't work. They don't have a group. They don't have an egg group. So it just doesn't really work, in my opinion. So I hope that isn't the case. I hope it is the case that you can shiny hunt these Pokemon. Obviously, more we'll find out later on when the game's data mined. Obviously, the game's out in 2 days' time. It's honestly been the longest week waiting for these games to come out, honestly, because you just want the games to come out, you just want to play it. I want to stream it. I'm going to be streaming it the second it's downloaded, and I'm just going to be chilling and playing. And the reason I'm streaming it is maybe for a potential future video, because obviously after the games are out, I need to switch up the videos. You're not going to have any leaks or theories on the games until obviously the new ones are announced. Iron Justice seems to be the main name for it. Iron Blade, Iron Sword, but that's the new Pokemon that leaks. Well, I don't know how you want to say it, but like it's the VIRIZION version of Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Moving on over to John Stone, not the first time he's been in this channel, and he has got the games early again. Obviously he made a post a while ago. If we look on here, I like that banner. He made a post a little while ago about having the games. And I covered it. I can't know if I can find it now, but I covered it in a prior video. It was quite a funny post. Yeah, it was. It was quite a funny post. It was just him saying that he's got the new games. Yeah, so it was just him saying he's got new games. And obviously it was all jokes in a sense. But I mean, with his prior troll, like, you don't know how real it is, because he said he had it yesterday, but it looks real. He's got the Amazon in the background. Why would you get off Amazon? You don't get pre-order bonuses, but he's got the double pack. It looks real. People obviously seen it, so this person can't get into that day. Probably gonna be late. That'll be my luck. But well, I'm not too sure, because if he's got it, then that surely means other people have got it. I know I bought my Scarlet Violet from today. What? Like, I might just see if I can pop down into my local game and be like, oh look, I pre-ordered the game, give it to me, please. I know you've got it back there. Like other people, GameStop have it ops. Gone mine. So like, so some people are getting the games stupidly early. That's what looks like on the screen. That looks sick. That looks sick. Can't wait for these games to come out, honestly. Should have been me, not him. Like, honestly, like the second these games are, like, I can't wait. I wanted to get the double pack. I did want to get the double pack. I'll probably buy Scarlet later on, anyways, if I need to play through the game with Kratom. But like, John Stone, you always have the games early. Apparently, it's stupid. And finally, finishing off with just an image from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and a puzzle by lots of things. Working on this puzzle from Zero Zone. Not a clue what that means yet, but I guess we'll figure out soon. But we have a puzzle, and to be honest with you, if they bring puzzles into this, like you know, a bit like the old Reggies where you had to go through a process to actually catch them, I think that'd be sick. Because like creating the Miraidon, as we know, in the game quite early on, we've seen images where people are like level 10 and they got created on the Miraidon riding them. So I don't understand. So we need, like, a big worry of mine is that they're not legendaries realistically. We got them early on in the game. They're no Dialga or Palkia, you know, they're these mythical Pokemon. They're not actually mythical Pokemon, like these, but like these myths that we don't know. You know, like in Legends Arceus, like it all built up to fight in Arceus, the final boss. Like you start fighting that throughout the game. Can you imagine playing that game but not knowing who Arceus is? Like obviously he's in the title, but like it's like, you know, you just start playing this game, and you know, and it's called Legends Arceus. It's your first ever Pokemon game you've ever played. You just hear the hype, and you work your way up to the literal god. And I just don't understand. Like they gotta have a third legendary. That's why I'm hoping this is a third legendary. Pray that's the third legendary, and it's gonna be like this massive legendary like that you couldn't comprehend. Because at the moment, these guys aren't seeming too legendary to me. I think that's the only downfall I can put on this game. I honestly think Skeleturger is more legendary than these guys, because at the moment they are just a bike.